Hi everyone and welcome to the Dodo Bird Nerd. It's me, the Dodo Bird Nerd, and today's video, I'm going to be doing what I was supposed to do in the last drawing video, which is, drawing a dodo bird. And so a brief thing before I get started, there's a bit of weather going on where I currently am, some wind, and potentially some rain. So if you hear any of that, I apologize in advance. So, without any further ado, let's roll the intro, and let's get started. So basically, the first thing I want to say is what this is going to be. Basically, I'm going to be drawing a video, as the name would suggest, and I'll generally be discussing like how to do it, so a bit of a how-to in that, but also just going to be me drawing a video while I was chatting and about my process and all that rot. So, without any further ado, let's get started with the actual, drawing part. And so I've drawn dodo birds in the past on this, so I have all the colors I'm going to use saved right over here. And so we're just going to use those, and yeah. So dodo birds have a very distinct shape to them. They have that like curved thing, so that's going to be the first thing we do. If it's not perfectly round on the first try, it's fine. I can fix that later. That one could be better. That one also could be. That one's not gonna work. Full curve. Think. No. Let's give this one more good try. That doesn't count as a good try. Basically, this is the hardest part to get, but once you get it, it's good. The top part was too short. A little bit more should do it. No. That's too flat. That's way too round. No. I'll get there eventually. Huh. Just do one more. Actually doesn't look half bad. I will fix this later, but we will use this. So the first thing we're going to do is get in the wing, and I'm going to use black to get that in. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay. Then we'll add a bit more to show the definition of the wing. And so I am taking a few creative liberties with this design, mainly in the head, but it still is going to get the general shtick of what a dodo bird is across. So the next thing we need to get in is the beak. Okay. Line right there. On the curve there in a second. Then we gotta make this part. Most iconic part of the bird. Well, one of the most iconic parts. And I'll finish rounding. I'll round it out a bit more later. Yeah. And then, okay, now we have to get in the tail, which I might as well do while I have this color selected. Now the tail is the part I tend to struggle, I guess would be the correct word, struggle the most with. It's a bit annoying to get the right thing, I guess would be the best way to put it. But I think I have an idea on what I want to do. that works. Let me just add in a few feathers in there for depth, and I think that, oh wow, my thing was tilted. Ooh, that's way too far up then. Thought I was good, but no. The screen size betrayed me. Okay. One wing in, no, not wing, tail feather. Second tail feather. Third tail feather, and then we show depth by putting in a few more. And there we go on that side. And the last, well, there's two more details we have to put in. One of them is the feet and bottom, like, leg thing right here. And we have to put a little behind to show that the second leg exists. And then we will draw our main leg in focus, a bit brighter as the light's hitting it, a bit more directly, at least based on how I want to do this. And we get that back part. And grab our darker yellow to show that this is in the back. Line that up, get in a fourth. Fourth, like it's the one in behind. I could probably do that a bit better. Yeah. There we go. Okay, then I'm just gonna do the talon work now. So they did have talons at their disposals. So most birds tend to have. So we're just gonna get those talons in. Like this. There we go. Now we have our talons in. I'll do a bit of correcting work as we go on, but for now, that is good. And the last detail we have to get in is the eye. So we're going to use this nice light blue color to get a good eye. I'm going to have to reduce my brush size a bit to get a bit more of a fine point. I think I can move the eye a bit more. There. Again, I will do some touch-up in a sec, but let's just get all the detail. Okay, didn't need to color that in yet. Okay, and then we do a quick, actually no, we don't need to do that yet. Okay, so now we have the basic line drawing of our Dodo Bird. Now it's time to just use a bunch of the paint bucket tool and just color that all in. Again, I will do some touch-up work in a second just to refine it, but just color that all in. Color on all of the bird. What? Oh, they colored it in part that's already colored in. So then we have that, and then we grab this tan color, and we do that, and we do that, because they're part of the same thing, and then we do that. And then we also get that eye in, and then we make that eye blue. And so there we go. That's our very basic Dodo Bird design. Now we have to go in and do a bit of touch-up work to fix the I guess where the lines where the zoom in didn't quite do like the paint bucket didn't like get everything. That's way too big. That should be good. Just very simple. Color it all in. just to get the line all together and look a bit better. It's all the same color, but just a bit of tweaking. And go back to our colors. And get the beak. And we'll do a bit of the refining work I was talking about. And that beak a bit rounder as we do it. Again, this is not going to be the final touch up. This is going to be a partial touch up, and then once we get all these in, then we'll do the final detail work and conclude the video. So the beak. The eye is fine, honestly, because it does add a bit of detail. And we just need to grab that light gray again and start smoothing it out a bit. Oh, honestly, having it a bit rougher will not be half bad. Just because, I mean, it is a bird. I mean, their feathers could be neat, but a little bit of texture probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Just get that tan out a bit. Scroll down to continue our attempt to make this design a bit more refined before we move on to the final bit of detailing, including importantly getting this to look a bit more like it is all part of the same feathers, like that. And then go over here. I need to do that. Okay. Go up. Need to round that out a bit. Okay. Over here, do the last part of the endless gray of its body. Okay, with that. So they have that. We just need the yellow of the legs and that darker gray. We just need to get to that all in. Okay. There we go there. And we need that darker yellow to get those lines to work better together. I also need to do that right here. Kind of looks like it's part of the same, but it's meant to be behind it. I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit of a black line to separate the toes, but that is fine. It's all good. Just add that in right now. Okay, and we'll just add a little line there and a line there, just to show that they are different, and a little bit more. Okay. Now let's work on our final details, and then that'll be the video of me drawing a dodo. That talon's too big bird. Well, not perfect. It'll at least get the general idea across for all of y'all of like how to draw a dodo bird, and also generally my art style as well as how I draw animals. Typically I'll have some sort of reference image, but not for this, as I've drawn them many times. Now we can add a little smile just to make him happy little camper. with his little beak crease, and that run all the way to the beak. The last thing, take some white, and then zoom in on his eye, and just make it look like this little light glint right in the corner there, to show that light is hitting his eye. Let me smooth that out a bit. There we go. Smearing a bit. I think I need blue. To fix the eye. It's a bit not rounded on the top. Let's round that real quick. Generally smooth it out. Leave it, and then color in a bit of that blue that's smeared. It's not going to be noticeable in the final. Then re-grab the white and re-add the glint. And there we have it. It's our happy little dodo bird. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will say again, on this video, you can leave a comment if you want me to draw a specific extinct animal for the next video. Otherwise, I will pick one of my choice. So, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!